I'm going to show you how to pick your topic and complete your topic notes for the Room for Debate essay. The first thing you want to do is you want to open the topic notes. You want to make sure you get that from our module page or our calendar. You want to file and you want to make a copy of it. Make sure you're signed into Google before you do. You want to make sure you put your username here and you click OK. And then you want the file and you want to move it to the folder that is shared with Mrs. G. After you do that, you'll see that the topic sheet asks you 8 questions. It's going to ask you to think about the title, the date of the debate, your opinion regarding the issue you chose, a quick summary of that issue, and then based on your opinion, if you're for or against the issue, you'll read 3 articles that support your view and 1 article that goes against your view. Then you'll list 3 facts or ideas that you learned or found surprising, and you want to make sure you cite the author's name. And then from your reading, what do you believe is the best solution? So from the debates you read, what do you think is the best response? And then a 1 sentence saying how you feel about the issue. So it's 8 questions that you'll need to complete for your topic sheet, but no one will complete the topic sheet until their topic is approved first. And no 2 students will complete the same topic. So when you want to go to the Room for Debate website to look for your topic, you can click here, you can click here, or you can get it from our calendar. When you do, it will take you to this site. It's called Room for Debate. It is a New York Times website, and at first you'll see just the most recent debates. And every debate will have a title, and then it will tell you the questions that it's answering. So, who needs football? Should high schools eliminate competitive athletic teams? The necessity of checking the sex box, why the government should care whether you're male, female, or other. So you see the different questions underneath the debate. And these are the most recent ones that you can choose from. Another option you have for your debate is that you can, if you look on the right side here, you'll see discussion topics. And here you'll see, based on topic, the different debates you can cover. So if I'm interested in food or science or Congress, I would click on one of those and it will give me all the recent discussions about that topic. So let's say I'm interested in education. When I click on education, it shows me all the recent discussions surrounding education. So should the government grade colleges? Should parents opt out of testing? Virtual schools on snow days, should more schools institute virtual learning? This might be really relevant to those blended classes. Finding classroom rigor in a global curriculum, and so on and so forth. And I can go through and look at the question underneath and kind of get a feel for what it's about and if it's something I'm interested in. Now, let's say I'm interested in who needs football. Should high schools eliminate competitive athletic teams? I would click on it, and it will take me to the debate itself. When you get to a debate, you'll see that first you have an introduction section. This is really the section that gives you an overview. And then you want to look at the debaters. It will always tell you the title of the debate, of their article, and then who's the person and a little bit about them as an individual. That's really important for author credibility to make sure that you're looking at the type of expert that's writing about this topic. And usually I say that you want to find a debate that has at least 6 or 7 debaters, so you have a choice of different articles you can choose to complete your debate, to complete your paper on. When you find your topic and you feel like this is the one I want to do, you can copy the link and the title, and you could send it to me either via link or email, and I'll let you know if anybody else has this topic. Once I approve your topic, then you could start filling out your notes. Your notes, the first 4 questions, you can answer from this first page right here. So what is the title, the date, your opinion, and then a quick overview of what's being debated. So the title's right here. You can see the date right above it, and then you get an overview of the debate right here, and then you also, once you read that, can then fill out your opinion about the issue. Once you answer questions 1 through 4, this is only after I've approved your topic, you can then start looking at the different debaters and see which ones you want to use for your paper. So high school athletes gain lifetime of benefits. I think my view is that they should keep sports and athletics in school, so this sounds like it could support my view. So what I would do is I would click on him, and this is by Kevin Kniffen, and he teaches leadership and management in sports at Cornell University. So you learn a little bit about him as a writer and why they asked him to write it. It tells you the date that he wrote it and the time that he wrote it, when it was last updated. And then as you scroll through, you'll see what he has to say about the issue. So you can see these articles are not that long, they're about a page long, so you have to be really judicious about the type of information that you decide to take out of it. Then I would read this article, I would go back to my topic note sheets, and he might be the first viewpoint. If my view is that they should keep athletics in school, it sounds like he's supporting it. So I would read it and I would write 2 to 3 sentences saying what his support for that view is. I would summarize it in my own words. And then I would go and I would see if I could find another article that supports my view. And then a third article that supports my view. And then the last article would go against. So I would find somebody who doesn't agree. So maybe schools about learning, not sports, might be a good one for someone who doesn't agree. After I complete these summaries of the 4 articles I read, the articles, as you can see, are about a page long. I would then list my 3 facts from my reading, explain the best solution, and then write 1 sentence saying my view on the issue. And once your topic sheet is complete, then we'll be able to start writing your paper.